let's just go through the particulars. How did you get this information? If you don't want to let your source go, that's cool. But I can't
get my source, but let me explain how it came to be, and then we'll talk about why this deal I think is a good deal for both sides.
It is. Okay.
So here's the thing. A few days before the Niners signed Jordan Reed, I got a text from a dude being like, "Hey, telling you right now, the Niners have a deal in place with Jordan Reed. Call his agent. I'm handing you this scoop. Break this story. I want you to break it."
Jordan Reed?
Jordan Reed. This was a few days before they signed Jordan Reed. I'm telling you, they have a deal in place. Go break the story. And I'm thinking, like, life doesn't work that way. If this was real, you break the story. You break it. So I didn't even call the agent. They signed Jordan Reed on the day the guy said they would. And I'm like, man, that was dumb. I had a scoop handed to me and I threw it away. And I'm never going to get something like that ever again. Like, journalists don't get that lucky. Okay. Like, I'm dumb. So anyway, last night I'm chilling on the couch. Same guy. He says, "Hey, look, man, I understand you didn't go with my Jordan Reed thing. You didn't trust it. I get it. I'm just telling you, this is what's happening with George Kittle. It's going to get announced Friday. It's a 6-year deal worth $94.8 million exactly. 50% is guaranteed. $25 million is going to be the signing bonus. And in 2021, his cap hit's only going to be $10 million. I'm like, well, damn. If you're going to be that specific and you were right last time, I got to trust you. So I slept on it. I woke up this morning. I called my dad. I said, "Dad, this is what I got. What do you think?" He said, "Why haven't you written this yet? You should have wrote this last night." So I was like, "All right, fair enough." And then I wrote it. I was like, "Take this for what it's worth. You know, a well-placed source. If he's incorrect, oh well." But I tend to believe him, man. And here's the thing. It was big news. I mean, Kittle saw it immediately. Matt Mayoko, Mike Silver. I mean, everyone had to check their sources and be like, is this true? So I'm imagining Matt Mayoko and Mike Silver reached out to both John Lynch and Jack Becta. I'm imagining. I mean, they have both of their numbers in their phones and said, "Is Grant right?" And if I was way off, if I was full of it and this guy didn't know what he was talking about, they would have said so. And Matt Mayoko would have wrote, "Grant's wrong," the way he wrote about Jamal Adams. But he didn't. Both Silver and Matt Mayoko said, well, they can't deny it. And they did say that there's significant progress being made, which is not what Silver said on Monday. On Monday, Silver said Becta told him directly, progress has been so minimal, it's like an inchworm. Now I say the exact terms of what's going to be, and they're like, well, we can't deny it, but we have to admit we have made some serious progress. Well, what changed? What changed? We wouldn't know that progress was happening if I hadn't given my report. So what I'm saying is, look, I don't know if the guy's right. Seems like he is. Right. I don't know if it's going to happen Friday. It seems like it is. But if it doesn't, if it happens Saturday, if it happens Monday, I get the feeling it's going to happen. They're at the finish line. And the reason that George Kittle said what he said was people believe anything they see on the internet these days. He didn't deny it. Right. He had something to say, and I'm guessing he was mad. In his position, he's this close to getting his extension. Now news leaks. Maybe there's a couple of things they need to iron out. A couple of little things. From his perspective, this could jeopardize everything. I'd be mad too. And I'd call my agent and be like, dude, are you talking? Are you legal? Like, finish the job before you tell. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why Kittle would be like, yo, what? Like, can we just get there first? But hey, it's not my job. I'm not in Kittle's camp. I'm not getting 10%. I got a scoop. I'm letting you know. I'm
writing the damn article.
I'm writing it.
Whether you like it or not.
Sorry, George.
It is what it is.
And if I was wrong, say so. You can say Grant is wrong. This is fake news. He didn't say that.
He didn't say that. Yeah, man. I was kind of feeling this kind of way, man, because he just SHIT'd on my guy Grant, man. I'm like, man,
all that matters is this is going to happen soon, and the numbers are going to come out, and we'll see if my numbers were right or not.
Right. Okay, and bro, you know me. We've had a constant conversation about this, and I said if he gets more than 36.5, which is DeAndre Hopkins guaranteed. He's winning. So
he's winning.
47, bro, you're basically 10 million. You're $11 million better than what DeAndre Hopkins is getting, bro. You're at the tight end position. Like, there's no way you could turn that down. So when I seen the particulars of the contract and I seen what he said, I said, oh yeah, George he's blowing smoke up somebody's ass. You're not going to pass up on that type.
It's a great deal. I mean, let's talk about it. If I'm right, if this source is right, it's a 6-year deal worth 94.8. That's a lot. And he's going to get 50% guaranteed. Buckner didn't get that from the Colts Armstead didn't get that. He got 40%. Buckner got 47%. Joey Bosa got 57%. So if you're on that echelon, and I think most people would say Kittle's a better player than Joey Bosa, you're going to get some serious guarantees.
Right.
And I think what Becta could do or did do is go to the Niners and be like, look, you gave Jimmy Garoppolo $48.7 million guaranteed after 7 career starts. I get that he's a quarterback, but he wasn't proven. My guy's proven. My guy's done it for 3 years, and he's the 7th best player in the league. I'm not asking for more guaranteed money than Jimmy, but he needs to. If Jimmy gets 48, my guy needs 47, and I think that's a fair argument.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I really don't like is
comparing yourself to others. I'm not saying he did that. Yeah, I'm not saying he did that. I'm just saying that's how I would do it if I were.
Okay, yeah, because that's the thing that kind of turned me off of Raheem Mostert, right? Like. All-American guy, loves to serve, family man, soft-spoken, respectful, seems like a genuinely good dude, right? And to come out and did what he did to Kevin Coleman.
Let me just say, I think you got to separate Raheem from his agent.
Right.
That's the agent doing his job, looking for leverage. And it's not necessarily Raheem being going to the Niners being like, well, Tevin Coleman's making this. I mean, that's the agent.
Right.
That's his job.
Most definitely. Yeah, man. I was just happy to see that it happened. I actually retweeted and I said, now all of you Niners fans could stop moaning, whining, and complaining because the deal is done. Because I've kind of gotten sick of the hashtag pay George Kittle. Like that doesn't make John Lynch don't give a damn what you guys hashtag, bro. It's not going to speed up the deal. There's a lot of things that has to go into this deal. There's a whole football team and 26 free agents that we have to worry about, not just George Kittle, right?
And I feel like it was a really tough negotiation because they had to find a way to keep the average per year low because the Niners didn't want to give 16 clearly, it seems like, and to have the guarantees high. How do you pull off both? Because the Niners weren't okay, it seems like, giving out 17, 16 million a year, just like you weren't.
Right.
But we talked on this and said, you always said 15 plus would be okay with you.
I said no more than 15. 13, 14 at the most 15.
So 15.8 isn't a deal breaker.
No, it's not.
If that's what they negotiated and if that's what makes George Kittle happy, then great, fine. Here's an extra $800,000. Fine.
Most definitely.
So that's a good deal in the Niners perspective, but then you give him all this guaranteed money and you make him feel like you're going to be a Niner for life. We love you. You love us. We're not going to try to trade you in 2 years. We're committed. Just stay healthy. I think that's fair because Kittle's not the kind of guy that you're thinking he's going to all of a sudden become a bad player in 2 years. He's consistent. You want him long-term, so lock him in.
Right. Okay, so if this deal goes through, do you see the Niners keeping him for all 5 years or do you see them trade him towards the end of his contract?
Keeping him. That's the kind of guy you keep. He's not going to all of a sudden get paid and stop working. It's not his personality. Like Jimmy Graham, to me, got paid, and I don't know if he stopped working, but he went from running a 4.5 to running a 4.8.
He didn't want to block.
And he all of a sudden couldn't run anymore either. He was slow after he got paid.
Most definitely.
I don't think that's going to happen to Kittle. He works maniacally because I think he's proud. He's a proud athlete, not because I think he wants one payday.
Okay, so let's hit on this. Now, we know that labrum is still torn, right? I mean, they can heal naturally. Everything can heal naturally, right? But we don't know if it's going to heal the correct way, right? Ankle. You had John Lynch said it was like a piece of bark off of a tree that broke off. Mm-hmm. When Kittle gets his contract, is he going to have surgery, Grant?
Well, let's put it this way. Since I've reported that he's going to get his contract on Friday and training camp starts on Saturday, I'd say no. He's not going to do that to the team, get his extension and be like, by the way, I need maybe next offseason, maybe eventually he will, but not this year. I think, and again, I don't think Kittle would put himself in a position where he would miss an entire offseason if he could avoid it. At a certain point, he's going to need to get these things fixed. It's going to have diminishing returns of playing through whatever injury he has. But from what I've seen, he can literally play through most things that most people can't. I mean, he played through an entire game on it. That was pretty cool.
Right.
That was like Emmitt Smith stuff.
Yeah, he did in that Cardinals game. You could tell he was battling it out, bro. By time he came out of the game, he was literally limping and hobbling to the sideline, man.
They showed the shot that he took to his knee in slow motion. I couldn't believe that he didn't leave the game. It looked like
I was so pissed at Chandler Jones. I was like, that was a dirty shot. But his momentum just led him into him. But I was pissed when that happened, bro. I really thought he was done for the season after that.
Yeah, that was one of the first plays in the game, too. That was halfway through the season. It could have been bad. He played through the whole thing. George Kittle has done so much for this franchise. He's played hurt. He's a captain. He didn't demand a trade. I mean, he kept it cool throughout this. I'm glad that it seems that things are going to have a resolution soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Most definitely. All right, bro. I know you got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you later. I appreciate you for coming on and spreading this information with us. Hopefully it happens, right?
Me too, man.
Every bit of information I've ever got from you behind the scenes when we talk, it has never not faltered. Like it's always been correct, right? And
well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm hoping, bro. I hope
me too. Hey, send me this video later.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later. And for everybody out there, Grant is going to be at practice on Saturday. So we're going to have a show on Saturday after practice to let you know who's balling and who ain't balling. Who gonna make the team and who not gonna make the team. All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later, man.